Our territory holds our story. Once you acknowledge it, you'll see our glory. Taking only what we need, implementing that knowledge to our seed. Everything had its flow, everything for purpose for all he did bestow. Removed from what was ordained, society has us restrained. Time to get back in order to maintain, time is getting shorter. Back to our roots, we need that sacred spiritual boost to rejuvenate, to clear the slate. I won't stop till it's checkmate.
We're in Chuyaza doing an HCV assessment, which is a high conservation value assessment to help protect Chuyaza. They're the ones who created this place to make it what it is. They're the ones who came here in the beginning to hunt and to survive. This is their stomping ground, and it's become ours because of them. It's our legacy. My name is Sabrina Delude. I'm from Tsay Keh Dene Nation.
Chu Cho Environmental is working with Tsay Keh Dene Nation Lands and Resources Department to bring people together here at Chuyaza. So we're here completing the field component of the High Conservation Value Assessment with our collaborators at Earthworm.
Earthworm is a nonprofit organization, and basically we work with companies on how to build responsible sourcing supply chains.
So we work with our members to, I think it begins with listening to understand what their values are and to help them define for themselves what responsible and sustainable sourcing means.
This week has been more than I thought it was going to be. We came here hoping to get an understanding of the connection between Tsay Keh and this land, the Chuyaza, and it's clear there's such a connection and so many values here. It's a place that needs to be protected.
I've only been to Chuyaza once, and I only heard about it from stories. So getting to experience this and see it for myself, it's pretty amazing, and it makes me appreciate my territory and my people and my land. And I'm really proud to be from Tsay Keh. When we first get to camp, it can be a little chaotic. We need to be able to work as a team and get everything set up properly. The younger people work with the elders by listening to what they say, follow instructions. Our elders have an old way of doing things. Things that were taught when they were children, when their parents were children. It's old ways along with our traditions. In our culture, we respect our elders. Our elders are held the highest. With that, we have to show great respect to them. So in the end, if the elders are happy, the camp is happy.
Then that's sort of like where they're going to be mature.
And then cut across like that and
Yeah.
do that too.
So today we went with the aunties across the lake and we canoed and we took our time walking along one of the old trails. And it was really special to hear from them, remark, here's the moss and this is what we use it for, and here's the trail marking. And it was all about really listening. And I think for me, that's the purpose of this trip, is to hear directly from Tsay Keh elders and to learn about the importance and significance of this place. We've done a lot of interviews with Chu Cho Environmental. We've looked at a lot of maps, but until you're here with community members, listening to their stories, both the history of when they were with their families here and bringing their families here and their children here and what they want to see for this place. I think for the Earthworm team, that's really the value and the importance of it, and that's why we're doing this.
The Chu Cho Environmental team is focusing on a subset of the HCV components, and so we're here completing bird and plant and ecosystem surveys to better understand what at-risk species or ecosystems might occur in Chuyaza. Ultimately, the outcome of this work is to validate the existence of the HCVs in this area, which will lead to stronger protections.
We got to travel on the UTVs to cut the trail from Chuyaza to the Black Pine Main Road.
The Chuyaza is an extremely important part of our culture. It's a place where we can be at peace, and being able to explore and bring the children that have never been to the area and show them it's wonderful.
But once the loggers move in here, you'll see there'll be nothing. Or even right now, I bet you see 4, 5, maybe 6 moose in the lake. Yeah, feeding around. Today you don't.
It was a key day to understand these landscape level thinking from a few of the elders. So greatly appreciative of it. The trees that are harvested in Tsay Keh Dene's traditional territory are making their way to sawmills, and those residuals from the sawmills are making their way to pulp mills, and those pulp mills are in our member supply chain. So that is why we are here.
Our member companies have expectations for their suppliers, and those expectations are really around respecting indigenous rights and protecting high conservation values. And so the Tsay Keh Dene Nation has identified Helicopter Lakes, or Chuyaza, as an area that is important for them to maintain and protect. And so this is something that our members are very interested in supporting too.
We are identifying all of what Earthworm calls high conservation values that exist in this area. We're listening to the elders as they tell us about all of the important things that are here in Chuyaza. For example, today we found artifacts. Those are important signs of history, that the area has been important to generation after generations of Tsay Keh Dene. And so it needs to be protected. It needs to be under our management so that it can be there for the next generations.